Just with respect to Emma 3D, really quickly, you mentioned you're kind of building out, I guess, how to, I guess it's sales strategy, unless I misheard, more or less, over the last 4 months, give or take, and kind of how to position the sales team and everything. How has that been being a remote process, I suppose? Like I'm sure the company started and everything, but in pre-COVID times, but now to have to do all these relatively collaborative activities as a new company remotely, how's that been for you?
Well, it's been, I think it's been really good. I mean, I take like COVID lockdown's been bad for loads and loads of reasons for loads of people, but just in this particular aspect, it's been good for us. So I think of us as lockdown native as a company, because although we did exist, it was the founder and a few software game designers. That's how we developed our platform, and they were all working remotely anyway, and that was fine for them. And then as we've taken on 2-3 more people, me included, it has been during the time of lockdown or COVID. So that's how we run as a company, right? We know no other thing as a business. We're COVID natives. And so what that means is I've got incredible access to people, because like you said, you guys live 20 minutes away from each other, but you can't communicate with each other any more immediately than I can communicate with you, and I'm over here in the UK. So I would say that the majority of the people I've spoken to were not based in the UK. You know, some, I don't know, maybe a third of them have been. I think most of the people I've spoken to have been in the US. I've spoken to quite a few people in Latin America and Canada and Brazil, and last week a few in South Africa. I go like this, Brazil, I meant Australia when I did that with my hand, because that looks to me where Australia is. Probably Brazil was covered by Latin America, I think. So Australia too. But I've, you know, that reach that you get by the idea that no one knows whether you're local or not. Everyone's local on Zoom. It's been really handy, really handy. I can imagine in normal circumstances, it would feel like I should speak to people in the UK and maybe the odd chat to someone in the US. But at some point they're going to say, have you not got someone in the US who we could talk to or meet face to face? Because that's not possible. Whereas we've got incredible international reach with this. I've got slight concerns. I mean, obviously we're making plans, but I've got slight concerns about what we do when lockdown ends. And all these people are like, what, you're 6 hours away? It turns out the only thing that distinguishes us internationally on this now is time zone and language. And we can deal with time zone, like startups, you just work whenever you need to. So that's not an issue. For me anyway, and it's not an issue. So then there's just kind of language. Can I either speak the language of the people or not? But whether I live in the same town or them or country or continent has become fairly immaterial.